Here we go. Part 1, cofunction. So you're welcome to jump ahead, like I said. These are the cofunction identities. They'll be on the board for you. But the reason I have you copy them down is obviously because they're there. But if you're in this room, you can always look up. But if you're outside the room or once we finish the unit, I erase them. So if you need it for like grade recovery or anything like that, then you have them. Okay. So another thing is that I numbered them. That way we can communicate easier. Like, you know, instead of look over there on the board, I can just tell you, look at number 11, look at number 16. Does that make sense? Okay, so this one we're going to call 16. If you Google them, they don't come numbered like that. Okay, but we're just going to number them. So, before that, before I do that. So, sigma in this case will stand for pi over 2 if we're talking about radians. Or 90 if we're talking about degrees. Okay? Just so we don't have to write 12 of them. So here's the first one, number 16. So 16 says the sine of sigma minus theta. Okay, these are Greek letters. This one's sigma and this one's theta. So in Trig we use a lot of the Greek letters. Okay. There's just variables like x, y, z, but we use Greek letters instead. It's the same as cosine theta. Okay. So what you need to know with these is this is how you connect sine to cosine when an angle like this is involved. Okay, this is the connection, the relation they have to. They're equal if you subtract like pi over 2. If you subtract 90 degrees, they're the same. Okay, anyway, so now I won't explain as much. Let's just copy them down. So number 17 is cosecant sigma minus theta equals secant theta. Since these are your notes, on one of them, you know, you could put, this is really pi over 2 or 90 degrees. Okay, that's what that stands for, just so we don't have to write. Okay. Number 18 is, also I would write them like that, like on the board, like 3 on this side, 3 on this side. It fits better. Just on the TV I have to write bigger, so, but I think it fits better if you do 3 and 3 like I did over there. Cosine of sigma minus theta equals sine theta. 19 is secant sigma minus theta equals cosecant. And then 20 is tangent sigma minus theta equals cotangent theta. The important thing here is understanding this connects tangent with cotangent. This connects secant with cosecant. That's and then 21, this is the last one of these. We have cotangent sigma minus theta equals tangent theta. Okay, so there's our cofunctions. Okay, now we're going to go and talk about even. So on this side, I'm going to put even. Okay, so even, and on this side, I'm going to put the odd functions. So even versus odd. We've done even versus odd last semester. You know, it's been a while, so I don't know if you remember. But even, this is like how it looks. So f of x is the same as negative f of x. If the argument of a negative angle is the same as the positive angle. So what I'm about to tell you is not relevant for this, but just to connect it with what you learned in the past. You guys remember even functions? Right, this squiggle in the middle, but both of the arms go up. Remember that from last semester? So it makes sense, right? The positive side goes up, the negative side goes up. They both go up, they're both positive. So it kind of makes sense if you connect it with that. Odd functions look like this. Negative f of x equals f negative x. Okay. So again, not important for this unit per se, but just to connect it. If you connect the math, it makes you better at math. So if you remember last semester, the odd functions, they came down on the bottom, squiggle, and then go up. I think that was the first unit. That's a long time ago. So that means when you're on the negative x, over here on the x-axis, the y is negative. See, odds, it's all connected. The pictures are connected to definitions. But anyways, back to this unit. So 22 says this. The cosine of a negative angle, or like negative x, is the same as the cosine of a positive angle. Okay. Those are even functions. There's only two even functions right now. And then secant is the negative theta is the same as the positive theta. Because it's even, the output, both of their arms are up, right? It's positive. Okay, odd functions. Let me switch colors here. So odd functions, we have 4 of them. So this is 24, sine negative theta, negative theta. Okay. So it means when you have the input of a negative angle, the output will be a negative. That's what it means. That's why the arm is down over here. Okay, 25 tangent of a negative angle, negative tangent theta, and then 26 cosecant negative theta equals negative cosecant theta, and 27, last one. Cotangent negative theta equals negative cotangent theta. So there's all of them. So again, don't let them stress you out. Think of them, you know, I like to do yard work and work in the house and stuff. The right tool makes all the difference. So that's all we have here, just a bunch of tools. Sometimes we need this one, sometimes we need that one. So the more tools we have, the easier the job will be. Okay. Okay, so if I went too fast, they're over there. Okay, so just finish them up. I'm going to separate the video.